Are you there? There you are. Oh, hello. I am Starla the Storyteller, and I'm so excited to be able to share some stories with you today. Now, if you've never heard me tell a story before, you need to know this about me. I think telling stories by myself is boring. So, do you think you can help me tell some of the stories today? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Can you help me tell some of the stories today? Oh, wonderful! So, today, all of our stories are about perseverance and resilience. Perseverance is when you keep going and you don't quit, even if it's hard. And resilience is when you're doing something and a challenge or an obstacle comes and you overcome that obstacle and don't quit. Don't quit. Every time you hear the phrase, don't quit, I want you to help me say, don't quit in American Sign Language, okay? Sign language is a real language that people use their hands to tell the story, okay? Now, you probably know how to say yes and no with your head, right? This is no, and this is yes. Oh, I can hear the marbles rattling. Wonderful. So, but in sign language, you can do this, but you can also take your fingers like this, and you're going to like that. That means no. Okay, you ready? No. Good job. Ready? No. And you saw me do it already, but you're going to take your thumb and you're going to stick it under your chin like this, and you'll say, don't. That's don't. Okay? Yes, just like that. Don't. Okay? Now, have you ever seen somebody go, I quit, right? Why are you doing that? You give up. Throwing your hands up like this means quit in sign language. So we're going to put all three of those together. I know you're going to be awesome at this. Are you ready? Okay, so no, don't quit. Good job. Let's try one more time. You ready? No, don't quit. Wonderful. All right, this first story is brand new. Never heard before this year. Are you ready? Are you ready? All right. So, far away in an enchanted kingdom, there was going to be a fairy ball. That's like a really special kind of dance. There's going to be a fairy ball. And the fairy princess had on her beautiful gown, and everyone was invited, every prince in the land. And so the beautiful fairy princess, she would dance with one prince, and she would dance with another prince, and she danced with another prince, and everyone was having a wonderful time. But then there was the one prince she was hoping would not ask her to dance. The one prince she hoped wouldn't come to the dance. Do you think he came? Of course he came. It was the prince of the fairy dragons. Now, what made the fairy dragons special is they can make themselves really, really big, and they can make themselves really, really small. They could go from full dragon size all the way down to fairy size. And that's why they were called fairy dragons. Now, the prince of the fairy dragons had shrunk himself down and had come to the fairy ball. Now, even with him shrunk down, he was still way taller than the princess. Okay? So, the prince of the fairy dragons said, Princess, and he adjusted his bow tie, can I dance with you? I would really rather if we didn't. But that dragon prince, he did not quit. And he goes, Please, can I dance with you? And that fairy princess said, no, I didn't even want you to come to this ball. You fairy dragons have the worst manners, and I didn't want you to come here. You all look like overgrown lizards anyway. That was not a very princessy way to act, was it? No. But when the princess acted like that towards the prince of the fairy dragons, he got mad. He got mad. As only a dragon can get mad. And that dragon that was this big got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And he went roar at the fairy princess, which wasn't very nice either, but it's a story with a dragon. What do you expect? And he went roar at the fairy princess. And as he was roaring at the fairy princess, can you help the dragon roar? Do you think you can do that? Yeah, you look like an expert roarer. Are you ready? Roar at the fairy princess. One of the fairy princes was pulling out his sword, and he said, you will not roar at the princess like that. And he charged at the dragon, and do you know what happened? The dragon went roar, and he ate the fairy prince. And the princess went, I can't, you dragons, you better let him out now. And she starts smacking at his belly. And that dragon went, roar, and he ate the princess. I have good news though. The story is not over. She went falling down the dragon's neck, and she rolled into what looked like a giant room. And in that giant room, there was dirty laundry. There were piles of dirty laundry here. There was a sock that didn't have a match, and it had brown stains on it. And this one, it had ketchup stains on it. And over here, there were dolls that were strewn all over the place. And over there was crayons. And over here, there was paper that had been left out. And over there was Lego blocks. And over there was a pile of dirty plates with sticky pancake syrup on it. And inside that dragon was just a giant big mess. Princess kind of took a look at her surroundings and was like, Prince? Prince? Are you in here? And she didn't hear anything. But do you think she quit? No, she did not quit. And she called out, Prince? Can you help her call for him? Prince? Prince? Are you in here? And she couldn't hear anything. Do you think she quit? No, she did not quit. And so this time, in her biggest voice, loud as she possibly could, you can help right where you're at, big as loud as you possibly can. Prince, are you in here? And that time, way in the back on the other side of the dragon's big room belly, she heard a, help me. The prince was okay, and he was inside the dragon with her. Help me. And it sounded like it was coming way back on the other side of the dragon. And she couldn't get there. There was so much stuff, all this mess and this junk everywhere. And she tried to step over it. And there was just too much stuff. She just couldn't get to the other side of the dragon. Do you think she quit? No, she did not quit. She persevered, and she used some resilience to overcome the literal obstacle mess of the mess inside of the dragon. So, if there's a big mess, what do? What do? You clean up. That's right. So she picked up all the stinky socks, dirty laundry, and she put it in the laundry bin she saw on the other part of the dragon, and she went and she stacked all of those sticky pancake syrup plates, and she put them over there, and she picked up, can you help her picked up all of these Barbie doll things and put them in a pile, and she picked up all the teddy bears and the crayons, and slowly, and she kept working, picking up stuff. She did not quit. And she kept working, putting things away, and she did not quit. And she kept working and putting things away, and she did not quit. And when she got all the way to the other side of the dragon, she found a huge pile of blankets. And underneath all those blankets, she heard, help me. And see, she started pulling one blanket and then another blanket, and all those blankets, she pulled one and then the other, and this one was really heavy, and she pulled that one off, and she pulled off another one, and then there finally she heard the prince jumped out of the big pile of blankets. When I fell down the dragon's throat, I landed in this huge pile of blankets, and we just snowballed all the way to the back of the dragon, and I was so heavy, buried under all of those blankets, and I just couldn't get out. Thank you, princess. Oh, I'm so glad you're okay. How are we going to get out of here? All right, let me think. Give me a minute. And the prince put his hand on the wall as he was leaning against the wall on the side of the dragon. And he did this thing that he sometimes does, which he scrunched his fingers while he was thinking. Did you ever do that? Did you ever scrunch your fingers while you were thinking? Well, he does. And as he did that, they noticed that the whole room started to shake a little bit, and they heard a hoo, 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 hoo. The dragon is ticklish. Come on, let's try tickling him, and maybe we'll get out of here. All right. And so the princess went and she started tickling the dragon. Come on, can you help tickle the dragon? Just right where you at. And they started tickling the dragon there. And everything started to shake. And you could hear the plates with the sticky syrup go clink, 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 clink. And achoo! And the princess came out of the dragon's nose. They had tickled him into a sneeze. And with that sneeze came out the princess and the prince and all of that junk, all that stuff that had been everywhere inside of the dragon. And after the princess and the prince had got up and checked themselves and make sure everything was all right, the princess said, because she was a true princess, and even though the dragon had done something worse, typically speaking, just so you know, it is very rude to swallow people. She said, Dragon, I'm sorry that I was mean to you and called and said that dragons were ill-mannered and I didn't want you here. That wasn't very nice, but it was very upsetting when you swallowed us. Now the dragon, he was no longer angry. He'd had a good giggle, tickle, sneeze, snortle out of the whole experience, and he had shrunk back down to his normal big, small size, and he said, I'm sorry. She said, what was all that junk doing inside of you? Well, when I see a mess, I hate messes, said the dragon. When I see a big mess of things everywhere and somebody can't even walk, I swallow them up. I eat them. And then there's no more mess. And the princess was like, well, no wonder. Do all dragons do this? Well, no wonder wonder you were so irritable you had all that junk inside you. You were filled up with junk food. If you eat things that are healthy for you and yummy, maybe you wouldn't do terrible, rude things like swallowing people, and you might get invited to more parties. Besides, isn't it better to just clean up the mess?
Well, I find it really boring and I get overwhelmed when I try to clean up messes. It's much easier to swallow them.
But then you don't feel good because you have all that junk inside you. What if you just keep going? Of course it's boring sometimes, but you feel so much better when it's done. You get something better for cleaning up. In fact, why don't we all clean up this stuff that's you sneezed out everywhere right now?
Okay.
And the dragon and the princess and the prince, they went and they cleaned up everything that came out of the dragon. And the dragon found that the princess was right. When he ate the right sort of foods and not junk like chairs and crayons and all other stuff, he was much happier and he had more fun. And it was more fun to be able to come into a room and play. And the more he cleaned up, the easier it got. And that day, the prince and the princess and the dragon kept cleaning until it was all done. And they did not quit.